Conspiracy theories. What are some of the best conspiracies in life? Are you as much of a conspiracy theory nut as I am? People think I'm crazy, and I'm not crazy. I might be a little crazy. Some of the greatest mysteries of life have all been left up to conspiracy. The Great Wall of China, the Grand Canyon. What color are Trump's nipples? Really? Are they orange like the rest of him, or are they brown? We don't know. But today we're here to watch conspiracy theories. This episode is brought to you in part by These Nuts. Today's video is actually made by Visual Venture. You should go check him out if you're a fan of conspiracy theories like me. I love conspiracy theories. I've actually been like all over this dude's channel lately. So I just found this channel and I've been like watching it a whole bunch, like just watching like all his videos back to back to back. If you guys want to watch the original video, there'll be a link in the description down below. Without further ado, let's get it.
Great government experiment turned animals into spies. A lie about food created a global crisis, and powerful men were caught performing strange rituals in the woods. These stories sound like nonsense. Many people didn't believe them, then the truth came out. Today we're diving into insane conspiracy theories that were true all along. We'll begin with the strange cases and work our way to the most shocking. Our goal, guys, is 2.5 million subscribers by the end of 2026, and it is crazy, so it would mean the world if you subscribe. I will do my very best to put out the best videos I can for you. I'm Visual Venture and you are awesome.
Hey, no, for real, guys, go subscribe to his channel. If you're into conspiracy theories, this dude takes the time to like hash out all the questions and stuff that you might have. I love his channel. I'm definitely going to subscribe. Let's help him get to 2.5 mil. That's the goal, and we're going to do that.
The animal spy conspiracy. During the Cold War, the US and Soviet Union spied on each other. That's no secret, but there's one bizarre conspiracy theory from that period. People claimed the CIA tried to turn animals into spies. It sounded crazy, but declassified documents proved it actually happened. In the early 1960s, being a CIA spy meant risking your life. Anyone caught spying in the Soviet Union could be executed. The CIA wanted to spy without putting agents in danger, so they came up with a strange idea. Stop relying on human agents. That was where cats came in. The CIA realized cats could go anywhere without drawing attention.
And see, I've always told people, cats can't be trusted. Anything that adorable and furry can't be trusted.
That made them perfect spies. So the agency launched Project Acoustic Kitty. The goal was simple: turn a cat into a...
Project Acoustic Kitty. Sounds dirty. I'm in.
Walking listening device. Surgeons would implant a microphone, a radio transmitter, and an antenna into the cat's body. The idea was that the cat would move near a target, the mic would capture the conversation, and the transmitter would send the audio to the CIA. On paper, it sounded smart. In real life, it was chaos. Implanting those devices into a living creature was tricky. It took months to figure out. One report said they made a monstrosity. At that point, it was time to train the cat. But a new problem came up. The cat was...
Don't hurt the cats, bro. I'm thinking they're putting them like in the collar or something, but planting this into the cat, man, that's gonna hurt the cat. Like, even though I hate cats, I still love all animals. Like, I don't want anything bad to happen to the cat. I just don't like cats. I wouldn't want a cat as a pet. That's just evil, man. Like, oh my God, our government can't be trusted sometimes, bro.
It's hard to control. During training, it kept wandering off and chasing birds. It also kept stopping to look for food. Even so, the agency decided the spy cat was ready. It was time for a real mission.
It's natural behavior for it to want to go and hunt birds and look for food and just go play with other cats, man. Do whatever you do to like grown-up adult people, right? Because honestly, I don't care about people, but leave the kids, leave the elderly, and leave animals out of it, man. Like, they have nothing to do with what you're doing against the Soviets.
1967, the CIA released the spy cat near the Soviet embassy in Washington, D.C. Two men were sitting on a nearby park bench. Agents wanted the cat to get close enough to record the conversation. They released the cat. It stepped into the street. Then a taxi hit it. The mission was over before it even began. By then, the agency already spent about $20 million on the project. That's roughly $170 million today. But they decided to quietly shut it down. One memo said the project was not practical. However, the agency didn't give up on the idea of animal spies. Instead, they tried something even stranger. By the early 1970s, CIA engineers came up with a new plan. If real animals were too hard to control, they would build a machine that looked like one. That idea became the Insectithopter. It was a tiny drone built to look like a dragonfly. It had a tiny engine that powered the wings. A microphone was hidden in the head, and operators could control it remotely. By 1976, the CIA had a working prototype.
See, they could have done that from the beginning instead of like kidnapping cats, implanting microphones into them and having them run up on people. I sincerely hate our government, man. I really do, bro, because how is any of this really important to like furthering humankind? You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being like a hippie or, you know, a libtard, but stuff like that, it bothers me, man.
This is the first flight of the insect-sized unmanned aerial vehicle called Insectithopter. Flight tests were impressive.
The plan was for it to fly close to a target and record conversations. Once again, it didn't work well in real life. The drone was extremely light. That meant even a small breeze could push it off course. Agents struggled to keep it steady long enough to record anything useful. Eventually, the project was abandoned. The Acoustic Kitty and Insectithopter projects remained classified for decades. People talked about them, but no one could confirm they were real. Then in the early 2000s, the CIA declassified some documents. That was when the truth finally became public. In 2003, the CIA put an Insectithopter prototype on display in its museum. The company in our next chapter secretly did something to millions of their own customers and didn't tell anyone.
The Acoustic Kitty cost like 20 million, which is like 100 and something, I think, like 157 million, I think he said, in today's money. That's ridiculous, man. That's crazy work.
The Battery Gate Conspiracy.
Okay.
For years, iPhone users noticed a frustrating pattern. Whenever Apple released a new iPhone, the older models seemed to get slower. Many users believed Apple was doing this on purpose to push them to buy the latest iPhone. People thought this theory was crazy, and if you believed it, you were just paranoid. Then in 2017, something happened, and suddenly you didn't seem so crazy after all. That year...
So, on one of my mini jobs, while I was on my hiatus, I would do tech repair for phones, right? But I mainly worked on Samsung's and Apple products, right? Because those are like the two biggest competitors. I've always been Team Droid. Even to this day, I don't care what anybody says. As someone who works on phones and anybody who does like cybersecurity or does like any type of work with electronics, you know what I mean. iPhone, I'm not saying that it's a bad phone, right? Everybody's got an iPhone. Everybody and their mama got an iPhone, and that's fine. However, Droid really is better, right? I found that out for sure. Like, all of that was confirmed for me while working on these phones. Someone would come in with an iPhone, and their battery was, like, swollen, right? I'm not sure if you guys are fully aware of what happens when a lithium-ion battery decides to go thermal. If it's swollen like that, any type of puncture could cause that phone to go up at like 1200 degrees in like a split second. If you have a swollen battery in your phone, take it to a tech repair immediately, get a new battery, and have them replace it. Don't do it yourself. Just have the professionals do it. But what I noticed was iPhone batteries are just trash. The lifespan on them dies out way quicker. If you're starting to experience your battery draining really quickly, check to see if there's a new update. If that doesn't work, then you might just need a new battery if you've had it for that long. I mean, these days, if you still have an 11 these days, your battery is definitely bad.
Apple released a software update called iOS 10.2.1. After users installed it, complaints started pouring in. Users with older iPhones said their batteries were acting strangely. A phone might show a 30% battery, then suddenly drop to 1%. Seconds later, the phone would shut down. People complained all over social media. They were confused, frustrated, and demanded answers. But Apple didn't respond. So one man decided to look into it himself. John Poole was a software developer. He noticed that people were complaining about their iPhones. His wife was one of them.
My wife just offhand mentioned that her iPhone 6S felt slow, and the numbers that we got out of it were significantly lower than what I'd expect from a phone like that.
Poole knew enough about phones to analyze the situation.
It was sort of a eureka moment, and that's what prompted me to really take a deep dive into our database of performance data and see what was happening.
So in the comment section down below, let me know if you guys experienced any of these issues. If you have iPhone, Let me know if you've experienced any of these issues.
Performance tests on older iPhones and compared the results to newer ones. What he found was hard to ignore. Older iPhones running newer versions of iOS had lower performance scores, but it was only happening to phones with older batteries. After analyzing
Seeing the inside of that phone just gave me anxiety again. When working on an iPhone, like actively working on one, there's so much that could go wrong. Like disconnect one of those cables just the wrong way, the whole plate could come off of it. Reconnecting those cables, so it's like a flat metal piece with these like prongs, and it's supposed to lay right into this little space, and those prongs have to match up just perfectly. And I got big ass hands, so me working on this little thing, I'm like, you know, tinkering with it with these little tools. Like when I was in training, I can't even tell you how many like practice phones I've bricked, and I felt so bad. But after a while, bro, I perfected my craft, man. I had like my little like magnifying like thing. It's like a giant magnifying glass basically, and I would just put that between the phone and my face, and I'm looking in real close and I can see everything. I felt like a little surgeon, man. It was cool.
Analyzing everything, he reached one unsettling conclusion. Apple was deliberately slowing down older iPhones. Poole published his findings on his blog on December 2017. Millions read it and they were furious. For the first time, the old joke about Apple slowing phones down didn't feel like a joke anymore. Now Apple had to answer for it. Just 2 days after Poole's blog went viral, Apple released a statement.
Apple confirms it slows down the performance of older iPhones to reduce power demands.
The company admitted it was slowing down older phones, but it said there was a good reason for it. As iPhones get older, so do their batteries. Older batteries can't handle power the way they used to. If an older battery is pushed too hard, the phone might shut down or crash. To prevent that from happening, Apple added software that
I ran into that quite a bit.
reduced the processor speed on older models. But that explanation didn't calm customers down. The problem wasn't just the slowdown. The problem was that Apple kept it hidden. Soon lawsuits began piling up.
So far, 2 lawsuits have been filed in Los Angeles and Illinois, claiming those suing never consented to allow Apple to slow their older iPhones.
Apple was sued in the US, Canada, Israel, and several European countries. Attorneys said Apple acted deceptively by hiding the shutdown and slowdown issues.
That's crazy. I'm surprised that Apple got sued in those other countries too, because so here in the US, we mainly only really have the two options of like Apple or Droid, or, you know, you might be able to get like some other, you know, off the hand, you know, software or whatever. But for the most part, as far as phones are concerned, the two major competitors are Apple and Droid. In other countries, they have other cell phones and they don't really go through the same issues that we do with our phones here in the US. So that's crazy. I wasn't expecting to hear about them getting sued in other countries. But anyways, guys, I'm going to call this a video for today. If you guys want to watch the rest of the video, please make sure to click the link in the description down below. Subscribe to his channel. I'm telling you, all his videos are just as fleshed out as this. Dude is amazing. I've been watching his channel nonstop lately. I love a good conspiracy. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. But before subscribing to my channel, definitely subscribe to his channel, man. Show him some love. This video, I could tell he put some really hard work and some good research into it. His channel's way bigger than mine. But if I can, bro, I want to send some love. Anyways, that's it for today. Appreciate you guys for being here. Glad you guys are enjoying these reaction videos. I'm shooting these because I remember you guys were saying that you enjoyed them. Be good to each other. Love you guys. I'll see you on the next one.